It's not. Is this thing working? Looks like it is. Looks like we have audio. Good morning. Oh. James Lonergan. How are you, sir? Good morning. Oh, my. Oh, I got a thumbs up already. Awesome. How's everybody doing? Nothing but rain, rain, rain here. Classes canceled today. No school for the kids. Rained all day yesterday. And also rained most of the night. Robert Ramey. Yes. Good morning. How are you? Murray. Good morning. Melanie just got home from the province. So we have got a house full of people. She just got home from Be Cole. Melanie did. Gone for a week. I'm glad she's home. Oh, are you in with the rabbi, James? I saw the rabbi was live. Yeah, we're just getting pounded here, man. I know it's. I know you're probably sick of hearing me say it. It's the same old story over and over again, but you know, it's what it is. It is what it is. Like Philly Bryan would say, it is what it is. And you know, it's not like I've got a whole lot going on. I need to get something. Why? Good reason to hide in the bedroom, people. SF Bokaki. Okay. Yeah, foreigner. That's Brian. Foreigner farming in the Philippines. I gotcha. Yeah, I watch him every now and then too. I'm not a constant watcher of Brian's channel, but you know, I do check him out from time to time. All right. Good news, James. Pakulode. Do you ever watch Nomadic in the Philippines. Dayton and Mitchie, they call Bacolod home too when they're in the Philippines. They used to do a lot of really cool skateboarding videos. Apparently, skateboarding is huge there. I don't know if you're a fan of their channel or used to watch it, but when they were living there on a more permanent basis, did a lot of downhill skateboarding, you know. Yeah. Ah, Bud Brown. Yeah. What a great guy. Did anybody happen to see that story that GMA did on him and Gloria? It's on Facebook now. It's been going around. Or sorry, it's on YouTube now. GMA actually did, I don't know what it was, about a 1 hour story about Bud Brown and his wife Gloria. I think they've been married. My God, I don't know how many years. I think it's 50 years. If I've got that wrong, I apologize, but I think they've been married for 50 years. I just watched it Saturday. It was actually pretty interesting. Um, I guess Bud did a video. Um, when was it? I think it was Friday night, and he said uh, that all of a sudden, not Bud Brown Live, but his old channel, the old channel Bud Brown, just started getting an insane number of subscribers, over 1,000 subs a day, and he couldn't figure out, what was going on. Why all of a sudden would your channel get 1,000 subscribers? He was thinking it was a mistake, and he had figured out that GMA had finally put that episode of him and Gloria on YouTube, and I can't remember the name of the show, but it's a popular show. Mike Foodie, good morning. It's a popular show on GMA, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but because I don't want to butcher it. But it's a very popular show, especially for OFWs. Sorry, let me read this. Our resident Canadian chef is in the house, Mike Foodie. Could you imagine what it was like there in the Philippines during the Vietnam War? Yeah. Yeah, even Travis Kraft was in that little 1 hour movie they did. I can barely remember what it was like back in 1985 when I was here at Subic Bay. I can barely remember that. But a lot of it comes flooding back. When we have visited Olongapo, a couple of times, Melanie and I, and there's not much left from the old days there down McSci Drive. There's not much left from the old days, but every now and then you see something that you remember. Maurice Sweeney and Gary T. Mark Castro, good morning. Hello, how are you? And Gary T. Hello, sir. Morris Sweeney. And Chris. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming in, bud. You know, the funny thing about the Philippines is, other than a lot of the construction of Manila, I bet it hasn't changed much. You know, I bet it hasn't changed much. Everything moves so slow here, you guys, you know. Well, you were still before internet in the 80s. Yeah, that was still well ahead of internet, especially internet in the Philippines. Hell, the internet that we have here today in the Philippines is late 19, you know, is mid 1990s era internet. It's Hector Torado, welcome. You're in Cebu. Very cool. Jeff Giordano, NHL, National Hockey League. Okay. Chris says the best part about the Philippines is the people and the food. Yeah, the people are pretty damn cool. The food, the food's okay. Okay, Mark Castro. Mark, I have no idea. You're just going to have to get on there and check it out. I can tell you this: there's almost no hotels in this area. Zero. The only hotels that we have are short-time hotels. You know, where you pay by the hour. There's a couple of Sogos, and there's another make. I don't know now that I think about it, but Airbnb would be different. You should be able to get something, Mark. You know, you should be able to get something. God, the closest hotel I can think of, uh, just off the top of my head, would be. God, I don't even know. You know, again, this is not a tourist area at all. Angelita Inso, welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming in. Okay, SF Bokaki, that would be awesome. Hit me up on Facebook if you can. I am a big fan. And then I'll reshare them on the Philo in the Philippines page if that's okay with you. I'm a big fan of old photographs. And I wish, you know, I wish I would have paid more attention and took more photos myself when I was here, even back in the 80s. Amparo subdivision, Mark. That sounds familiar. So your fiance is in North Calocan, Mark? Can you give me some type of a landmark other than Amparo? What's it close to? Is there a... God, that sounds so familiar to me. Amparo. Is it off of Zabarte Road or Cameron Road? Hector says, besides marriage, how can I stay in Cebu forever? You don't need to be married. Just don't leave. Keep extending your tourist visa. Mike Foodie. Wendy's burgers are pretty damn good, Mike. And, you know, I think it tastes identical to stateside. I really do. Wendy's is, you know, especially my kids now. My kids had Wendy's for the first time, not in Melanie's video, but probably a month ago. We brought Wendy's home, and the kids had never had it before. And the kids were just like, oh my God, this is the best hamburger I've ever eaten. And it is really good. They make a great burger. Also, Burger King here makes a great burger. James says that those are one of the only fast food burgers worth eating. Okay, Amparo near SM Fairview. Okay, Mark, now that I think about it, there's 2 or 3 condo buildings over near SM Fairview. So I bet you there's an Airbnb over there if you look. I bet you money. I actually wasn't thinking about those condos that are over by SM Fairview. I bet you I'm sure there's and what a great place to stay. You got 3 malls right there. You got the SM Fairview, you've got Robinson's, and then you've got Fairview Terraces. Probably one of the best places to hang out in this area. So yeah. Jim Schultz, sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Good morning, sir. James, okay, 6-hour layover in Cebu. Never been down there. That's Mactan. So, amazing road. Tito Road is in the house. How are you, sir? Thanks for coming by, saying hi. I miss you, bud. I gotta get back on that bicycle, But shit, lately, the amount of rain that we've had is just ridiculous. I don't think there's a whole lot of bicycle riding that we could have done. Does the train make it? Okay, sorry, I'm just a little bit behind you guys. SF Bokaki, does the train make it to your town? You talking about the MRT? Not yet. There is an extension going on. Gary T, Melanie is eating with her family. They just got off the road. They just got home from, Melanie just got home from Bicol, Catanduanes Island. She went to visit her brother. It's about a 14-hour car ride. So they're tired. They've been driving all night long. She will probably make an appearance. Yeah, SF Bokaki, that train is going to, God, I always forget what that extension is called. I think it's called MRT 7 or something, and then it's going to go from SM North all the way to Bulacan. I think it's Bulacan, but it goes right past SM Fairview. Believe it or not, it's all torn up there. Hector Torrado, and after 5 times, I will be questioned by the eye. No, Hector, you're not going to be questioned by anybody. You are legal, sir, to stay here 3 years on a tourist visa, and then you have to leave the country and come back in. So there are, a couple of different visa options that are open to you as well. If you go over to Pirates Cove, Philippines, That's my buddy Walter's channel. He's does a really good job explaining different visas for foreigners to get. Mark Doyle, good morning. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind, sir. JSE, or good morning. I've seen a couple of your comments now on the channel. Thanks for coming in. Do you get your cargo box on your bike in Manila? Hey, Philo, did you get your cargo box on your bike in Manila? Oh, SF Okaki, no, I have a connection, a local connection here, a guy that I just call that deals in GIVI equipment, GIVI equipment. I just call him, and whatever I need, he brings it right to me. And he has a bike shop somewhere. He's been in a couple of my vlogs, you know. And if you need anything, Zia Andrade is his name. And if you are anywhere in this area, anywhere from Quezon City to here, South Quezon to here, he will bring it right to your front door and even install it on your bike for you. Great guy. Jay's Journey, welcome. Thanks for coming by, bud. Alberta, Canada. JSER, hello. Gary T, it's mid-September. When will you be putting up the Christmas decorations? Oh, we won't put the Christmas decorations up until probably November, into November, just like in the U.S. Yeah, the bike would need pontoons. Yeah. Hector, how long have you? I think you said it. You've only been here a couple of weeks. Clyde Seaside, Walang Pasok. That is true, sir. No school today for the kids. It rained pretty much the entire day yesterday and almost the entire night. And just off Carino Highway. Mark, okay. Dragon Lady, hey. Dragon Lady from Vegas. Jay's Journey, did I say hi to you? Okay. Mark, we'll have to, we'll have to get a beer or something over at Fridays at SM Fairview next time you're in town. I think in that whole area, I think that's about the only place you can get a drink. Let me think about that. Yeah. I would think in that whole area, when you look at how big that area is, SM Fairview, Robinson's, when you look and the Fairview Terraces, when you look at how big that area is. Oh no, actually there are a couple of bars over on that street, the opposite of SM Fairview. God, I haven't even been over there in a while. The last time that Melanie went, and I had a chance to go to them all, we had a terrible lightning storm, and we didn't want to leave Maddie here. So I stayed here with Maddie so she wouldn't freak out. I was so bummed. That was about, I don't know, a little over a week ago. I was so excited to go to the mall with Melanie, though. And it just started, I mean, The lightning and thunder just started up, and man, it was bad. Paul Hansen, I didn't see you come in. You snuck in there on me. Welcome to the chat, Paul. Clyde Seaside, how did you know school was out? Did you watch the beginning? SF Bokaki, I'm thinking about getting a box for my girlfriend's son. Ah. It's a 150 Honda Click, I think. Okay. Yeah, are you familiar with Givi? Givi, SF Bokaki? It's expensive, but it's well worth the price. Super. Okay, Clyde, yeah. Dave Knutson. I've actually got an extra DV box right here, my old one. It's 30 liters. My new one's 43 liters. That's funny that Philly Bryan and I ended up buying the same box I already had. But yeah, the Givi gear. I mean, I've got Givi rain gear. I've got all kinds of Givi stuff. It's just, you know, it's really high quality. But you're going to pay a little bit more for it. Scott V, hello. Welcome to the chat. Matt Hammer, good morning. Welcome to the chat. James Lonergan, you need to go to Mark Castro. Okay. Next March. Okay, Mark. Stay with us. Yeah. You know, we get a trike out to, I don't know if you're familiar with where I'm at, to Almar, and then we just ride the jeepney up to SM Fairview. So we can get there in 30 minutes most days. James says you need to go to the mall with Melanie and watch for the Umbrella Lady. Yeah, that was funny, right? You remember that? That was over by Pure Gold. Yeah, very enterprising young lady there. She's probably been cleaning up lately. We've had so much rain. My God. Just a crazy amount of rain. Merc 3, thanks, bud, for coming in. Oh, Mark. Grew up in Australia. Wow. Clyde says, I'm becoming Filipino, excited to go to the mall. I should have clarified that, Clyde. I'm just sick of being stuck in the house. My God. Mostly because of the rain. I mean, we haven't left the home. We haven't left the house, Clyde. So, yeah, going to the mall would have been awesome. Anything to get out of the house. Okay, SF Bokaki, how much would I estimate? Ballpark. Well, it would depend on what size that you want to get. I would say because Givi is high-end and very high quality, I would estimate about 4,000 pesos. Okay? Now, because of the type of bike that I ride a Raider, I had to get a heavy-duty rack for mine too. That, well, you probably know. You've been around the channel for a long time. The Raider has a special rack for the Givi box. No, I don't think the Honda Click is going to need that. I've seen plenty of Honda Clicks with top boxes, and they don't have that external rack. So it would depend on, you know, I don't think the Honda Click needs the rack. Okay, you should be fine. It would be a box. Oh God, this thing is filthy dirty. This is my old one. This one's only this one's 30 liters. This should probably be about the size that you would get for that Honda Click. 30-liter box, 30-liter Givi. Now the one I've got on the Raiders is 43 liters, so it's a big one. Yeah, Merc 3. The kids are out of school today. Walang pasok. Merc 3, thanks for the super chat, brother. Eight more days of rain, and then Clyde Seaside is here for the sun. I don't know, Clyde. I don't know, buddy. It won't matter to you anyway. You're just visiting. The rain won't bother you. You'll think it's cool. It cracks me up when people say that. Oh, I love the rain. Yeah, do you? How much do you love the rain? Do you really love it? Come and live in it. Come and live in it every day. Tell me what you love then. Visiting here is so much cooler than living here. Paco Bernabe, what's up? I'll be in Manila mid-October for 3 months. Is that 2 million? Yeah, it's still for sale. Paco, it's still for sale. Walter, Pirate Cove, I just plugged your channel. Somebody was asking about, who was that? Somebody was asking about visas. Do you think your kids will be interested in operating a motorcycle when they get older? Would you teach them if they wanted to? Yes, Gary T. Absolutely. Cruising with Jay. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. Walter. How often do you live stream? Mark, every Tuesday at this same time. Every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Every now and then we miss one, you know, but we're, you know, since I've started this, I'm probably 95%. I haven't missed it very often. SF Bokaki, yes. There will be a I wonder if it's in there. Let me show you. Hold on. This thing is so dirty and dusty. You know, there's going to be a mount. See, like this, that goes in the back. This one's actually still sealed. This is the brand new one that came with my 43 liter. So, you know, I didn't have to swap that out. I could just use the old one. Oh. Oh. I got to clean that thing. So that, yeah. Pagasa has red flood warnings for your area. Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why the classes were canceled. Cruising with Jay says it's 7 p.m. Okay. Glad to see you made it into your day, brother. Paco Bernabe, you can contact me through Facebook, same as the channel name. Are you have you been around for a while on the channel? I don't recall seeing your Scott V. Wow. Okay. Last time you were in the Philippines was 2008, and now you're going to come back in July. Awesome. Yeah. Cruising with Jay. What do I do in the Philippines? I don't do much, Jay. I make videos and just kind of hang out. Mark Castro, is it difficult to marry once I am there? Would there be any requirements needed from my end before I head there in March? No, I don't think so, Mark. I don't think that, let's see. Let me think about that for a little bit. You're a foreigner coming into the Philippines to get married. I don't believe there's any special requirement that you need. Are you well, no, you said that you are not a dual citizen. Scott V says, my wife has been back often, but I stayed home in the States. Okay. Edward Crandall, hey, good morning, bud. Yeah, you know, Mark, I'm just, someone's brought up here, Clyde brought up that you need a birth certificate. Okay, now we've got some people answering. Okay, Cruising with Jay says I'm a driver, and it's one of the top 10 dangerous jobs. Okay, SF Bokaki, your nephew works at SNR. Very cool. I'm retired, Jay. Sorry. Yeah, you're not allowed to work here anyway, unless you're on a 13A visa. Paco Bernabe, okay. Been following Philly Bryan and all of the Bohol vloggers. Okay. Well, there's a few, right, in Bohol. Ray Perkins, thanks for coming in, bud. I know they require a Cinemar for. There you go, Pirates Cove. I know that females are required to have a Cinemar, so there must be some type of a Cinemar for guys too, huh? Isn't that funny? And that's to get married in the Philippines. So working on a commercial pilot's license. Oh, very cool. Yeah, there's a couple of different flying clubs over in Clark. Don't remember the names offhand, but I've seen pictures on Facebook of guys that have their own like Cessnas or whatever. And if you're in Angeles City, you see Cessnas all day long, man. They're everywhere. Of course, you've got the big airport there. So, Ray Perkins, yes, it's raining like mad. Oh, Mark says, I've never been divorced. So, never been married. Oh, it's only 35 years old. Wow. Scott V says, I was married 19 years ago in the Philippines. Ah. And I was 24 years old. I had to have a note from my mommy. Seriously, in order to get married, since I was not yet 25 years old. Huh? Really? Did I read that right? I was 24 years old. I had to have a note from my mommy in order to get married, since I was not yet 25 years old. So, Scott V, you're Filipino? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding that. Paco Bernabe, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Wow. That's the biggest super chat I've ever gotten. Sorry, I got... okay. Scott did a church wedding here, and he said it was awesome. Gary T, any upcoming moto vlogs? As long as it's raining the way it is, I don't have anything planned, Gary. You know, right now, to be honest with you guys, I'm struggling for content. Anything that comes up that I can do a video on, like a walk around or something, I try and do for you guys, because I know you guys love, even if I just walk around the neighborhood. And, you know, I remember that. I remember back in my tourist days that I was the same way. I could sit and watch I'll walk around, you know, in Dumaguete or somewhere all day long. Melanie's going to have some really good videos coming up here soon because she was, you know, in Bicol. She was in the province. So watch for some great content on the adventure of Malai. You better come say hi. Everyone's asking about you.
Hi. Ang sa pangit.
She says she's too pangit to come on camera.
I'm so tired. Hello, everyone. I'm getting dark. Super dark naman.
The requirement then was a birth certificate, and since it was in a church, we had to take a few marital classes. Yeah, I think they still have to take those classes. I was told I needed a note in order for the priest to conduct the ceremony. Ah. Okay. Gotcha, Scott V. Your wife is, okay.
Hi, everybody.
My wife is a mix of Philippine, Hispanic, and French. Cruising with Jay.
Yeah.
Jim Schultz. The local market vids, yeah.
Say hi.
The age requirement was 25, so I had to provide a note from my mother stating it was okay, and then she knew that I was getting married. Ah. More houses for sale in the hood. Cruising with Jay says, I have a dash cam at the Philippines. Have a dash cam for your car or a camera. Take a drive or a bike ride around the towns. Yeah, I do. I've got quite a few moto vlogs up. I have a GoPro mount for my helmet. James says you're going to have to buy a kayak and do kayak vlogs soon. Yeah. Kambanatuan Koti. Kabanatuan. Kambanatuan.
Who's that?
James says hello. Jim says hello.
This was in Cabanatuan.
Walter says
hello, James. Hello, Mercury.
Walter.
Hello, Jay.
Walter says, how's your butt?
Ow! It hurts until now.
How did Walter know about your butt? Did you post it on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh. I must have missed it.
It has 2 Band-Aid. 2 Band-Aid right now.
She went swimming in the sea and got slammed by a couple of waves.
Yeah, the waves is just 3 layers of waves in just a second. And then they got me. It's muddy.
Oh.
Scratching lang.
Mark Doyle says, good morning, Mrs. Philo.
This is welcome.
Do they have pickup basketball games you could film at the end of the street there? Marshall Tito. Yes. And I've actually, if you look back on the list, I've got a few where I even joined the boys and played with them. Ace Peddler, hello. Carl Fernung, hello. Welcome. I'll sit and watch them working on that concrete thing if you catch them working on it. Yeah, it's just bad luck, you know. Fortunately, it's a short walk over there, but I saw them working on that demolition on the bridge several days in a row, and then, of course, the day that I turn the camera on and walk over there, guess what? They're not there.
You're lucky lang.
I'm lucky. Clyde Seaside says the best moto vlogs are the ones with the talking GPS on the back. This is my talking GPS. Kaliwa, Kanan, Kaliwa, Kanan, Kaliwa, Kanan.
Straight.
Straight.
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Kabanatuan, that is going to
Oh, okay.
Samar. Okay. That road. Derecho. Derecho. Straight.
Stephen Varai, welcome. You had to get sick. Oh. Let's see, it's 10, 9, 8, 10, 7 p.m. Monday night in Southern California.
Jim said, your hair is lovely, Melanie. I don't know. It's sticky lang. We had, I just came home from 24 hours in the road. Diba?
Yeah, that's true. They left.
24 hours.
You left 24 hours ago. Keep up the good work on the videos, and hopefully we can meet up in March. Okay, Mark. Cabanatuan City.
Kabanatuan.
Cabanatuan.
Yeah.
And Boracay Island when we go next year. Okay. Keith, Canavan 1. I'm sure people would be interested in the price of electronics. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's higher, I think. No?
It's a good idea. I could that would probably be more of a mall video doing electronic prices. Or not even.
You don't know if you just going to allow you or not.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not sure.
I've said it before in a couple of the vlogs. You know, sometimes people just don't want to be on cam.
Sometimes the store allowed it. Sometimes the other ones don't like.
They don't like it. Yeah, they don't like you showing the prices of things. My greatest weakness is Filipino long hair. Mrs. Morgan, you are making me miss my girl even more.
Zoe!
Edward Crandall, good comment.
Zoe po!
Love it 97, welcome. Sorry I didn't see you sneak in there. Clyde Seaside says, I would love to bring one of those little Jeeps home, but I doubt that they would be street legal. Yeah. Did you see my comment? Uncle, when he was living here with us, told me that you could buy one of those for about 2,000 USD, brand new. And that they're made somewhere down in Tagaytay. Small Jeeps that are silver. Or they look like they're made out of sheet metal, actually. Murray says, have you seen locksmiths there? Locksmith? You know what a locksmith is? Somebody who changes out the lock on a door.
Yeah.
To make a new lock, make
Mr.
a new key.
Quickie.
Huh?
Mr. Quickie. We call it here Mr. Quickie.
Mr. Quickie. Yeah, they have locksmiths here.
Copying the other key. Duplicating.
Well, actually, they change out the locks on the door. Like if you were to sell this house, the new owner would want to change out the locks on the door, put new locks in so you can't come back and open up the front door, you know. Okay, Jay, thanks, buddy, for coming by. Cruising with Jay, you guys. Steven says he hasn't felt well for the past couple of days. All right. You guys that are talking about those Jeeps, man, they're just everywhere. They're just everywhere. Robert Dyer, welcome to the chat. My Filipino wife and I will be coming back next May. Okay. To Quezon City. All right.
That's near enough.
That's pretty close. Wolfen4966. What's up, buddy? Clyde Seaside says he saw a locksmith on Philly Bryan's.
Yeah.
We'll try and see if traveling there next year is a probability. Finally will be retired. Over 3 decades that I haven't gone home. Wow. That's a long time. Ada Myers, how are you? Yeah. Okay, Murray. Jim Trotter, welcome.
Oh, I will take a rest lang. Resting time. I'm going to need to sleep lang.
Yeah, you look tired. Is everybody still here or are they gone?
Yeah, we're just here.
They're gone? Go on, Maddie. Oh. Go, Mama. She's really tired. They've been on the road basically 24 hours. She's going to go sleep in the kids' room. Jeep Dr. PH. Huh. Well, I'll tell you what, James and Clyde, you guys know this. You just see them everywhere. I was looking at Weber kettles on Lazada. I was in shock about 18,000 on the low end. Yeah, barbecue grills are expensive here. Rainbow Nugget, welcome. Doug C, welcome. Was finally home during one of your live chats. I see you folks really been getting dumped on with the rain. Yeah. Jim Schultz, Monday Night Football. You know, I just don't know. I'm sure they do. There's probably a channel that you can subscribe to. Somebody was saying that they're putting the games on Facebook. Is that true? I'm not sorry, not Facebook, but YouTube. Clyde Seaside, electronics there are fairly expensive. Yeah. It's not like duty-free shopping in Singapore or Malaysia. Edward Crandall says 8 years until retirement. Wow. Then the Philippines will be my new home. Wow. Wow, your missus is tired and she still looks that good. Yeah. There's no shortage of beautiful women in the Philippines, right? She's a looker, that's for sure. Thanks, Stephen. Jerry Galindo, how far are you from Grace Park? You know, I believe that's Caloocan South, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, James. Brian did have I don't remember what he paid for that grill. Okay, Clyde, yeah, Caloocan South. I don't remember what he paid for that grill. Getting back to that previous comment about barbecue grills being expensive, my God. The reason I said that was because of, where are we at? Ace Hardware. My God. At Ace Hardware, the very same grill that I had in the US, and I bought from Walmart, which was a really good infrared Weber. These infrared grills are the thing now. You know, it's super, you cook your meat on super high heat, like 900 degrees. It's more of a chef style of cooking. I know that, and you snagged one of them. There's plenty more, Stephen, don't worry. Thanks, Ed. 8 weeks for mine. Sorry, I missed something there. Shit. Oh, okay, 8 weeks for retirement. Wow, Wolfen. The Clevelander is asking, yeah, Grace Park's close to Monumento. That's correct. I do remember that. I did a vlog there quite a while ago. All roads lead to Monumento, right, Clyde? What's the best part of living in the Philippines? The best part. What's the best part of living in the Philippines? I don't know, really. I would say, you know, the cost of living. Cost of living, friendly people, much slower pace and simpler pace. Slower pace of life and much more simple way of life, you know. James just retired September 1st. Congratulations, James. Yeah, Edward, infrared grill. Man. Clyde Seaside says cheap beer and cigarettes. Well, I can vouch for the cheap beer. Thankfully, I quit smoking a long time ago. I couldn't imagine if I was still smoking here. My God, I would probably be a dead man. We'll be hunting for long-term rentals. Okay. James, congrats to you, brother. Andrew Luck had to retire from the Colts at the young age of 28 years because of injuries. Wow. Jim says that people are happy here in the Philippines. Big smiles. It's true. Was planning to go to Zamboanga. Wow. That's there's not a lot of people that want to go to Zamboanga City. especially a foreigner. Jim Schultz says the worst part about the Philippines is the noise. And because of so many people in the roosters. Walter Pirates Cove says the best part of living here is freedom. Great answer. Mark McCatherine says the best part of living here is having enough money to leave if you ever wanted to. Mark Doyle says the beautiful women. Yeah. Slow pace of life and fun times. Says Stephen. Do you think the peso will go up because all of the USA foreigners? I'm not sure what you mean there. Because of all the USA foreigners moving there. Oh, moving there. Okay. Have you asked Walter about making the rooster harness? Oh, man. You know what, Clyde? I'm going to have... Walter, did you see that? Did you send it to him too, Clyde? Because maybe I can forward it to... It's pretty damn funny. I didn't see any politics. What was... I must have missed it. Sorry. Going back to Mark Doyle's comment about the beautiful women. Here we go. Here we go with the craziness, just like last week. James Lonergan says the best part is... Merc 3, are you still in the room? Best part is fresh veggies and fruit. Yeah. Well, you know what? The one thing that irritates me, though, on that particular comment is the vegetables are all so small, except for the cucumbers. You can get beautiful cucumbers here, but tomatoes are so tiny, and so are the potatoes. Edward Crandall says the worst part has to be the infrastructure and the bad traffic. I don't think I've got a. I don't think I have a wrench in the room. So sorry, you guys. Let me. Stephen Varai, okay, born in the Philippines, part Spanish, part German, and Filipino runt. Wow. Okay, well, you would. Zamboanga would be. You'd be right at home there. I'm sure you understand why I would say that a lot of foreigners wouldn't want to go there. It's Abu Sayyaf territory. Yeah, Jim Schultz, we had a cat die right at our front door yesterday morning. And we don't know. We don't even know how the cat got through our gate or anything, but we woke up and there was a dead cat at the front door. Oh my God. Americans living here has nothing to do with the peso to dollar, says Walter. The Clevelander, what can you do in the Philippines during rainy season? Watch a lot of Netflix. James Lonergan, yeah, I can tell Merc is in the house. Edward Crandall. I'm just a little bit too. Okay, James, there you go. Just sent the photo on Facebook. The eggplant's kind of strange. How, okay, sorry guys. How are the malls so nice and yet everything else looks so run down? You know what, you lot, that's a great question. Walter just sent the photo on Facebook. Okay. Where am I at now? Shit. Wolfen, give Wolfen or Clyde Seaside a wrench for now. You can take it back later if you like. I gave it to James. James Lonergan. And B. Blay just lost Liberty too. Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to keep up with this. Hold on a second. These idiots. Give Wolf. Okay. Yeah, my kids. The cat was not dead when we woke up, but we watched it take its last breath, and it was a bummer, man. So, me and Johnny B. What do? We dug we went in the backyard, we dug a big hole and buried the guy. I still cannot figure out how that cat got in here. Now, I saw him out on the road. You know, you guys know on the videos, on my vlogs, we have a lot of stray cats. And I saw him out on the road. He's been out in the area now for the last week. And I remember seeing him. So that cat died Monday morning. Today's Tuesday. I remember seeing him Sunday, just down the road here from the house. And man, I just remember thinking, boy, that is one rough-looking cat. And sure enough, that guy came and died right on our front door, man. Jim Schultz, thanks, buddy, for coming in. Mark McCatherine says he got a 55-gallon drum. Yeah. For $7,000, not bad. Milo the Desert Rat. Hello, sir. Regards from the desert, California. Golf is in almost full swing. The snowbirds are flocking to the desert. Yeah. See you, Jim. Thanks for coming in. Where do these crazies come from? Yeah. But he must have ran out of accounts. That was more than likely the same guy, just coming back over and over again. Most of the malls were built after the volcano went off. Milo the Desert Rat likes the walk around videos. Okay. The Clevelanders asking, do you hang out with any other Philippines YouTubers? Yes, I hang out with Philly Bryan quite a bit. 3-4 times a year. Tuk Tuk Cali. Pirates Cove, Philippines. Who else? I've hung out with Mitchie and Dayton from Nomadic in the Philippines. God, who else? Quite a few. Marshall Tito, another great thing about living in the Philippines is that you can travel to many nearby interesting countries. That's true. G.I. Joe, it wasn't my cat, it was a stray that wandered into our property and died right at the front door, man. Such a bummer. I haven't dealt with a lot of death in my life, so it was just kind of a bummer, especially to watch a cat die right in front of you. Surprisingly, Maddie at first was barking at the cat, and then she realized, I think, what was going on. I'm sure animals have some type of sensing mechanism, and she knew, so she just kind of backed off, and she didn't get too close to it. She's used to chasing the cats, though, out of our property. It's finally cooling off in Pahrump, Nevada. Oh, wow, Pahrump. I remember seeing signs for Pahrump, on when you're going to Vegas, you see signs for Pahrump. Stephen Varai also likes the walk-around videos. Okay. Milo, did you change the background on your wall? Quite some time ago, Milo. Quite some time ago. That's just, wallpaper. The dead cat is weird. I thought it was weird too. Just a couple of days after Liberty died. Then we had one. I mean, what are the odds, really? Actually, I guess the odds, considering how many strays there are here, the odds are actually probably really good. Sad to hear. If you are a animal lover, this place will just break your heart, man. There's so many animals that are abused. Milo likes to camp in Pahrump. Very nice. The camping's good there. Marshall Tito, are the malls all owned by just a few super rich Philippine families? SM and Robinsons. Good question. I would say yes, but I don't really know. I know SM is, Henry Sy, and of course he is super, super rich, or his family. Do you go back to the USA frequently, says the Clevelander. No, I haven't gone back once. I haven't gone back once in almost 2 years. I spelled simple on my shirt. The desert therapy monkeys are the new trend. Mike Akulian, welcome to the chat. A British expat. Thanks, brother, for coming in. G.I. Joe is going to come to Manila. Okay. Wolfen says the V guy that owns Philippine Airlines owns most of the malls. Okay. Called another rain day here in AC again. Yeah, most likely, now that the kids are home from school, the sun's probably going to come out, and it's going to be a nice day. Is it getting cooler in the Philippines? Lots of rain this time of year. Were you flooded in the last storm? You are so close to a creek. It was kind of cold, Milo, this morning when I woke up. The kids had sweatshirts. The kids were wearing sweatshirts when I woke up this morning. Probably about I don't know 6:30 this morning. I bet it was, I don't know, low 70s this morning at 6:30, which is, perfect weather anywhere else in the world, but here it's really cold. John, welcome to the chat. I'm leaving the USA and moving to Dumaguete. January 31st of 2020. Well, that's not very long. Less than 6 months, huh? Yeah. SF Bokaki. Yeah, I don't know. I was just so bummed out about it, that cat that died at her front door. Because it was just suffering so badly, and it just kind of rolled over a couple of times, vomited out what looked like a bunch of seaweed and rice, and then just kind of rolled over again one other time and just died. Took its last breath. It was a real bummer, man. It bummed me out big time. I love motorbiking when it's cold. Oh yeah. Clyde Seaside says Lucio Tan is the major shareholder in POW and Asian breweries. John says, I've got my ticket bought and my throwaway ticket. There you go, buddy. He knows what's going on. A British expat, we're just kind of all over the place. thought about moving to Dumaguete since I speak the language but don't know anybody there. But it's a beautiful place. I've heard there's a lot of foreigners in Dumaguete now. Walter, really? Relocating to Dumaguete? Wow. That's a big move, man. Stephen Verai says that Clyde Seaside is right. Yeah. Clyde is a wealth of information on the Philippines, that's for sure. He's my go-to guy. I don't know shit, and I live here. Milo the desert rat, it was a stray cat. Yeah, it was a stray cat. One that we have seen here in the neighborhood for, quite some time. But that's pretty awesome, Walter. And what a big move, man. Dumaguete. Huh. Huh. Very cool. Yeah, one of the first vloggers I started watching was Rike and Ned. Back when Ned was still with Michelle, who to this day is still probably one of the best Filipina sidekicks for Philippine vlogging. Many of you know Ned when Ned was with Michelle, his first girlfriend there in Dumaguete. Bud Brown, of course, yeah, Bud Brown. British expat said there's a lot on the news about making things difficult for the Chinese visitors. I hope we don't have the same problems. Ah. Yeah, those were the first two vlogs I started watching because I was really more into Thailand than I was the Philippines a few years ago, and then I started, studying up on the Philippines, and those were the first two vloggers I watched. Rike and Ned. British expat, I've seen a lot of that. I saw your comment, Walter, about if you're thinking about getting the 13A, you should get it now because it might become more difficult to get, huh? Man, I guess that's something I should look into also. I mean, I'm still on a Bellic buy-in until May, but yeah, it is pretty much cheap everywhere in the Philippines, Ulog, with the exception of a couple of places. It's inexpensive to live. Milo says we have a stray cat in our backyard and feed him sardines almost every day. My God. I mean, that's like Thanksgiving dinner to a cat, right? Eat sardines. Ulog, places like Global City in Manila, certain areas of Makati, in Manila. I would imagine living on Boracay wouldn't be overly cheap, but I don't really know. Max C, hello from sunny San Diego. Yeah, some places are cheaper than others. Out in the provinces is always cheaper. Yeah. Clyde says that Alabang is not so cheap. Actually, expensive. Is there actual place to live on Boracay? Yeah. Who was it that just did a video recently? They were invited to somebody's home in Boracay. I think it was Holistic Trainer. Yeah. Anthony Keller. Welcome, sir. Thanks for coming in. I'm actually going to cut it short today. Just a second, guys. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. Walter says that sunny is a 4-letter word here. Now, Jeff Spicoli, welcome, brother. When you're living on a pension, it's always best to get yourself out in the province. But it's a matter of isolation. Then you would have to pick somewhere like Angeles. No, James, everybody's so tired, you know. We're not going to be going anywhere. Planning to retire in 1.5 years. Milo the Desert Rat. Yeah, baby. Rapsa TV, hello. British expat says, I've been here for 4 years in La Union. $52,000 pesos a month. That's British expat. That's about what we live on here too. Every now and then we go a little bit over, but for the most part, we can live here on 50,000 a month. Anthony Keller says, I'm not sure what I would get up for in the morning if I retired. No, I've had thoughts about that, recently because I retired so young. Marky Shoemate just did a video and they made the national highway 4 lanes south of Dumaguete. Wow. Stephen Varai, thanks for coming in, bud. Paco Bernabe is asking how much do construction workers charge per day? I have no idea. I have no idea. If I had to guess, I would say 300 to 500 pesos per worker. We had construction workers here before that we paid about 400 a day. Clyde Seaside, my wife is laughing at your 50,000 pesos a month. That's my cigarette bill in Australia. Wow. 1,000 USD on cigarettes. Let's see, what would that be? I'm just thinking, Clyde, if I live in the US and I spent 1,000, $33 a day. That would be $33 a day in the US. Pack of cigarettes is about $10 US. You couldn't smoke that much, could you? Or are cigarettes? Oh, wait a minute. That's not right, is it? Yeah, it is actually. Wow, that's hard to imagine, Clyde. British expat says, I'm retired from my business, but as we are building a new 2-story house, that always keeps me busy. All right. Marshall, sorry, you guys. We've got more dumb comments. There's talk here in the U.S. of giving Filipinos visa-free access to Guam. Maybe that would help U.S. citizens keep the longer visa access? I don't know. Anthony Keller says, my wife smoked a pack a day, $8 a day or $240 a month. I used to smoke a pack a day as well. But when I quit, cigarettes were only like $2.75 a pack in the U.S. 50,000 pesos a month is the average expense, would be a very affordable for simple life. No way that I will live in Makati or Manila. Better to live in a province, yeah. A working foreman gets 650 to 700 per day. There you go. Cigarettes in Australia run anywhere from 30 to 50 Aussie dollars a pack. Ramel, good morning, South Calogan. Paco Bernabe, if I did it all over again, what would I change? Let's see. What was your last question? If I had to do it all over again, what would I change? I don't really think I would change anything. I would probably work a little bit longer, although it wasn't my choice. I was laid off and there was just no work at the time. So, but yeah, I would still be working. I wouldn't be retired. Ramel just got home from the gym. Wow. Anthony Keller smoked 4 packs a day. Wow. Now you guys are talking about vaping. Ramel smoked 1 or 2 cigarettes a week. Did I read that right? 1 to 2 sticks a week when I worked at a call center. Dumagetti expat did a budget video recently living on less than 1,000. Yeah, a lot of people do. I think a Brit in the Philippines, when he first came over here, was living on $500 a month. Philip Allen, what is the status? Welcome to the chat. What is the status of mail and package delivery there? I'm not sure what you mean by what is the status. Do you mean is it good? Is it bad? I've had many things delivered with no problem. I get U.S. mail here at my house here in North Calocan. No matter how much the day rate is for construction workers, always be there on site. Yeah. It looked like a bridge to the new village. Yeah, a couple of people had said that, Ramel. Yeah. They are banning smoking in certain places. That's true. Princess Anne Nude, hello. Good morning. How are you? Oh. The mail generally is sent to nearest town, and they advise you to come and pick up. Sometimes you pay. Yeah, sometimes we have stuff that gets delivered to the city hall. But most all packages come right here to the house. I don't know, Ramel. That's a good question. There were a couple of other comments that also thought that was probably an old bridge that was abandoned, you know? I can't imagine. I mean, if you look at the way it is now, that was quite a change in plan, you know? If that was the old bridge, especially considering where it's at in relationship to the bridge that's being used right now. That's why I never would have guessed that that's what it was, because of the properties on both sides. But yeah, who knows? Who knows even how long that's been there? Yeah, British expat. I don't know. I've had packages that get delivered, and I've had a couple of packages that I've had to go to City Hall and pick up. But all of my mail comes here. I've never had to pick up a letter at City Hall. So I don't know. I can only share my experience. That's it. Maybe it's because you're guapo. I don't know. You know, I don't remember ever receiving all of my letters, especially stuff from the U.S. Always comes here to the house. Stuff from my bank, both banks actually in the U.S. still send me stuff here. It's weird. I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. City Hall's not that far away, just a short motorbike away. So ooh, it's getting hot. British expat. I'm in North Calocan City, North Calocan. Almost out into Bulacan, into the Manila province. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up. I'm going to call the chat so my lovely wife can come back here and sleep in her own bed. She has had a long 24 hours, and I imagine she's going to sleep, you know, till probably 3 or 4 o'clock today. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for your help, James. It got a little out of hand there. Once I gave you your wrench, you must have scared them all away because they didn't come back. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming in. Thanks for supporting our channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye now.